What does a PBS painter know about military life? Hey, I am Chuck the bureaucrat, and over the past couple of months, I've had some conversations with a couple of you that just makes my heart go out. I mean, there seems to be a group of you who face a particularly difficult catch-22 when it comes to their military service. You guys probably know that I categorize military colonels into two groups: the birds and the bulls. Bird colonels are these silver-tongued devils that can convince congressmen that the sky is green and the grass is blue. Bull colonels are these thick-neck yellers who can take a ragtag band of soldiers and plow through any challenge, no matter how impossible. And lately, I've had these conversations with some guys that I would categorize as bull colonels. And they've expressed the view that while they can fight and win at the drop of the hat, God, they're getting tired of it. In fact, one guy described himself as Ferdinand the Bull. You know that old children's story about some bull that gets selected to go fight in the Spanish bullfighting ring, even though he's really a gentle soul? And strange as it may seem, this has me thinking about the PBS painter Bob Ross. Most of us who grew up in the late 80s remember his gentle voice and his landscape paintings. But for me, there's two things about Bob Ross that can teach us a lot about our own military transition. You see, once upon a time, he was Master Sergeant Ross, the first sergeant at a medical clinic in Elmendorf Air Force Base up in Alaska. He was a fire and brimstone yeller who got the latrines cleaned and the paperwork straightened out. He didn't like being a yeller. It was just a tool he had to use to get the job done. So when he got out, he decided he just wasn't going to yell anymore. At the same time, Master Sergeant Ross was teaching himself landscape painting. In fact, he was perfecting a very quick technique that allowed him to paint during short breaks in the day. While he was still serving, he was mastering a style that we would see on Sunday afternoons years later.
There, start with just touching the canvas. Use just the corner of the brush, just the corner.
And so my thoughts come back to these Ferdinand the Bulls. So many of them seem to feel guilty for not wanting to be constantly fighting. And if that's you, just let me say this. It is true that we need the strength you bring to a fight. I mean, for years, we've benefited from your vitality and your energy. But what we really benefit from is you. So as you wind down your military career and you start to become this fascinating new person, remember that your nation is best served by you being the most genuine and authentic version of yourself that you can possibly be. And what's more, just like Master Sergeant Ross, that genuine goodness is probably already starting to peek through the camouflage. Take pride in it and keep being all you can be.